Power Automate is nothing but on a daily basis. There are many things happening automated basically. The name itself you can see Power Automate. So everything is an automated process on a daily market what we are having. Like if you go for some market and if you want to purchase anything, or else if you want to purchase anything in online, everything is you are making through online and everything, and payments or everything. So this is all like a standalone business process that business will be following. Let's say first, let's say if you want to purchase anything, so you will go to the uh, cart and you will add the necessary things into your cart, and then you uh, do the payments and all. This is a standardized process for an online shopping or something like that. And if you go for a banking, and in banking definitely you, if you want to deposit money, you need to do, nowadays it is like a vending machine has been coming up, or some previously it was a paperwork or something like that. So they have moved on to the automated systems. Similarly, Power Automate is nothing but we want to make everything as an automated process with low code. Low code means we don't want to use any coding or something like that in the system. So we can basically use the existing components in the system, and based on that we want to write the things how the business is required. So this is how the Power Automate runs. So Power Automate is nothing but defining the business set of rules. Means we want to define some business set of rules accordingly as the expectations of the business, and then we will incorporate all the set of processes in a step-by-step process, so that we don't disturb the business logics or something like that. So all will be in an automated way, without coding, with less coding. I can't say without coding, but with less coding. Like we can easily understand what we are doing ahead and everything. So this is how the Power Automate will be working on. And if I come to my next slide, I would like to quickly tell you today why and what is Power Automate, and types of flows. Basically, flows are nothing but Power Automate is a base product of Microsoft. Basically, hope you people are not aware of, not or not. Okay, so Power Automate is a base product of Microsoft. So we can do anything through Power Automate without code. Okay, like we can just without code means don't be in a persistence that we need not to write anything or something like that. We can do anything with code or without code. Okay, with code in the sense of huge lines of code, that means to say as a code. Without code means with having a minimum knowledge of what is variable, what is something, what is in setting a variable, or defining something like that. So I will tell you all the things going forward. So uh, that is what. Okay, so Power Automate is nothing but a product which was coming up through Microsoft. So Microsoft has defined this for all the end users with less code, I can say with less code. Okay, so and why and what is Power Automate? As I said, if you want to define a set of business logics, so that at that point of time we can do it through code, or we can do it without code. Okay, so without code and everything, we can come up to Power Automate, and we can just select the things whatever is required, or whenever something happens, do this. Okay, let's say once once you log once I can say you in this way. Let's say if you are traveling to somewhere, and before traveling there, if you want to book an room for you. Okay, and if you book a room, at that point of time you will fill all the information that you have, and after that you will be providing your mobile number and everything like that. And once you do your booking, you will be receiving a message something that so and so has been room on so and so date, something like that. So similarly, Power Automate will, what happens is, once you submit your request. Okay, that is nothing but once you are booking the request, that is an action for us. So once you are doing something, do something, so you are receiving a message. So that is that what we are doing in a Power Automate. So once you book the room, you will receive a message. How you are receiving that messages? Everything is done through an uh, everything can be done through an code or something like that. But we can avoid all those things and we can directly do through in Power Automate also. I'm just giving you examples. There can be a number of examples which we can be considered into that. Okay, so this is how we can use the Power Automate. And types of flows. Flows are nothing. Previously, Microsoft, Power Automate used to be called as Microsoft Flows, basically. Okay, nowadays uh, the name has been coming, and the name has been moved to Power Automate. Previously, the name used to be called as Microsoft Flows. Now it was Power Automate. So there are different types of flows in our system. So how we can use the different types of flows? So I can give you a elaborated way. I can show it that what is the things there are, and understanding the pipelines of the Power Automate. So pipelines of the Power Automate means how you will trigger these Power Automates. Trigger means if you click on some, if you let's say take an example of gun. If you trigger that, the bullet will come out. So you are doing some action, you are triggering some point, and then there is an action for that. Similarly, we do have a points checkpoints for us. How the Power Automate should trigger on. Trigger on means how the Power Automate should start. Let's say in a smallest terminology, how the Power Automate should start. Okay. So if you trigger something, then some action should be done. Okay. So action is nothing but what you need to do. As I said, if I click on a trigger in the gun, then bullet will come out. Bullet coming out is an action for me. So similarly, what needs to be done if something we want to do in a Power Automate, that is called the pipeline of the Power Automate. Okay, and different types of connectors in Power Automate. What are all the different types of connectors here available in Power Automate? So let's say we have, I mean, everyone in a nowadays we do have Excel, we do have um, OneNote, we do have Microsoft Teams, or we do have Outlook, we do have Salesforce, we do have Dynamics CRM, we do have SharePoint, we do have multiple types of uh, what I can say platforms around us in nowadays. Okay, so to support all these platforms, okay, to support all these platforms, if I want to connect with Microsoft Dynamics CRM, I can do. If I want to do with Microsoft Dynamics AX, I can connect. Or else if I want to connect with SharePoint, I can do that. If I want to connect with Salesforce, I can do that. If I want to connect with ServiceNow, these are all the platforms, or else what I can say, these are all the technologies which are in and around with us in and nowadays in the market. So all these are technologies basically. Like an Excel is one of a product for us, or else Salesforce is one of the product, or else Dynamics CRM is one of the product, or else Joho CRM. There are many multiple things are there in our market. So if you want to do some uh, if you want to manipulate, if you want to play with these all connections, so there are around 500 plus connectors where Microsoft is providing in our in our Power Automate. So where we can use all these connectors and play with those connectors in the system. I know this will be something like you will be in an other mode, but once I show everything in the system, so that you will come to know what is what and what is what. Okay, so uh, what do you require? What do you require to start up with the Power Automate? Okay, so to start up with the Power Automate, you do require, and currently, as I know, you don't have a live server or something like that to start up how to develop anything and all. And you are on a not in on a real time projects or something like that to start up anything. So to overcome that, we have an option in Google that we can create a trial instance. Okay, to create the trial instance, I will tell you a step-by-step process what you need to do done here, so that I will help you on that. How you need to create a trial instance to start up with gear up or else grow up your skills on the Power Automate. So I will give you a step-by-step process over here, and then we will start on what is Power Automate and why, and so on and so on. Okay, so and later I will show a small demo for the you, then we will continue with the next further classes. Okay, till now any questions? It's a collection of a lot of connectors where we can connect with, and we can play with all those connectors. Okay, so I will once you see the system, you will come to know what is what and what is what. Okay, so are you able to see my screen or still not?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Are you able to see the Power Automate window or which?
Power Auto window.
Power Automate window.
Okay, okay, fine. So if you want to start a trial instance, okay, I recommend you to go to Google and click on search for trial instance for Dynamics CRM, Dynamics 365. Okay, and if you click on that, then just scroll down and you can see this https portals office.com, and if you click on this link, and it will navigate you to a new page. Okay, just it will ask you for some information. Okay, just give your email address of your personal or something like that, and let me uh, where is my friends? Uh, can someone give you your email? I do already have all my this one, so that's the reason. Can someone help me out on your email? Okay, and it will ask like this: set up an account. Click on set up an account, and just give some information. Let's say if I'm and definitely you should provide your business number, and you should give your company detail, something. Just type some random data, no need to give all this particular information. I mean, this information is mandatory, but yeah, provide these informations over here, and select something like India or whatever you required, and if you click on next, it will ask for you some junk data. Whatever the phone number which you are giving over here, that you will get a call, and if you click on text me, you will get an text, so that you need to validate those information there. And after that, once you do these, and once you get this verification number clear, and then you should provide the sign in I mean, you will be asking for some uh, credit. I mean, it will be asking for you to set up some username, password, and all. So you need to set up everything. And once you are done with all this information, so that you can come up, you can clear all this info. I mean, you will be able to do sign in details and complete your get started. Once that is done, see, this is the page that you will be seeing. Once you are done everything, then you will be able to see like this. And if you click on this page, if you click on here, and there is an option called Power Automate. Okay, if you click on this nine dots, and then you can able to see this Power Automate window over here. And if you click on this Power Automate, yeah, definitely you will be launched over to this page. Okay, so once you launch over this page, this is our Power Automate window, how it look like. Okay, as I said, I would like to show up what I mean, how we are able to do all these Power Automate things and all. So home is my home screen. So just you will be seeing uh, Power Automate connectors or whatever templates and everything like that. Okay, this is my home screen of that. Okay, and my flows are nothing but if you develop any flows, Okay, if you develop any flows, all those flows will come and sit under your my flows. Okay, and templates are nothing but Microsoft has been providing a lot of templates for us. Okay, so see, let's say if you want to send an email or attachments to your OneDrive, this name itself you can understand. Save outlook.com email attachments to your OneDrive. Let's say some Outlook mails has been in your system, and after that, if you want to attach or if you want to store all this information in your OneDrive, you can do that. Or else, if you want to save some Gmail attachments, I mean, there are a lot of connectors like Power BI is one of the thing, or else Gmail. These are all the standalone templates that Microsoft has provided. There is already some inbuilt functionality that was developed over here. Okay, so that you can proceed and let me if I click on next, by default, there are some functionalities which we are wrote by default in the Power Automate, I mean, in these templates. So we need to just modify these templates, basically. These are all by default templates that Microsoft is providing us so that we can, if we want to utilize them, we can use and we can modify the templates and as per our business needs, and we can play with that templates. Okay, and coming to connectors, as I said, we can see around 500 plus connectors in the system as of today. Okay, the number might go on increasing. Okay, the number might go on increasing, and if you see here, OneDrive, Office 365, SharePoint, Microsoft Data CRM, or else Zoom meetings, or else you can connect with any type of connectors which are current. If you see here, these are all the connectors in currently in place in the Microsoft connectors. Okay, so that you can have a lot of connectors. See, SQL Server, Power BI, Azure DevOps, Excel, and notification, Office 365, Gmail. These are all the connectors which we have currently in place in our Microsoft Power Automate. So if you want to integrate our, let's say, if you want to send some data from one instance to another instance, let's say I do have one Outlook. Okay, if any email got created in my Outlook, let's say if you are sending any email to me, so that once I receive that email, automatically that email should be captured into my as a record in Salesforce or else as a record in Dynamics CRM or something like that. If you want to do such kind of things, yeah, these connectors will be helpful for us. So we can use the connectors over here. And if you want to develop your own custom connectors are nothing but, as I said, these are by default connectors which Microsoft is providing. If there are some tools where Microsoft is not providing that, so we can write our own custom code. Then custom code means it comes up with a lot of code that we need to take part of. Okay, so we need to generate the APIs, something like that, and then based on that APIs, we call that APIs and something. So such kind of things we need to do over here in this custom connectors. Okay, so apart from that, there is nothing major over here on this window pane, so that when you come across the connections and everything, I will explain you what these tables or else whatever is the connections that we are taking care. And apart from that, and any doubts till now here? No, it is very early stage. I'm giving you a rough idea about the Power Automate and everything, but yeah, uh, yeah, proceed. Sorry, someone is asking.
Yeah, this Sridhar here. Yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to know about the do connectors like do we have the connectors for a SAP application, those type of applications also, like web application, Windows applications also?
That's
Since
what.
yeah,
Uh,
let me finish my question actually. In like in RPA we do the automations for web automations. Like specifically we do for the browser automations also. So I like
mhm.
the connectors which you show, it's basically on the Teams, Zoom, SharePoint, like that only. So how about the connectors with this browser-based, SAP-based applications?
Yeah, SAP is also available as a connector. Okay, but if you want, if you have some web applications or else some .NET applications or something like that, so at that point of time, if you want to connect to that, so that should be hosted somewhere, right? If you have some idea about hosting of application in the system, so that application will be hosted on some servers. Okay, so that it will provide you some URLs. We can use that URLs in HTTP request. We have an connector called HTTP request. I will show
So,
you.
okay, so it's like the HTTP connector will act as a launch application.
Yes, yes, we can hit the yes, we can hit the external APIs and we can get the data over here using the HTTP request connectors.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Basically, like in the RPA automations, like I what they will do is like launch the application, log into it, and they collect the data, and then log off from that application, and manipulate the data according to the process. So
Hmm.
just to know about how this like that application based steps will be doing it in Power Automate. I for
Yeah, we
for
can.
Excel, SharePoint, those connectors we have it. But about the Windows based application, web based applications, since still there are applications which runs in browser based applications. So
Yes. For that, we do have desktop flows. Okay,
okay,
I will help you on that. Yeah, so we do have desktop flows and all. So that if that, as you said, it is a Windows application or something like that. So definitely based on this desktop flows, we can retrieve those data. I mean, we can play with that using the desktop flows.
okay. So we separately have those type of flows also.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, thanks.
Uh, any other questions, or else shall I proceed? Okay, I will proceed. Okay. So, as I said, as my today's class will continue on flows and what types of connectors and what types of, how we can develop a flows or something like that. So, first of all, I am
Yep.
pretty sure that I would like to again reiterate how you want to sign up this. Okay, so uh, just go to Google and search for trial instance for Microsoft Dynamics 365. Okay, once you do that, there will be a portal. There will be an URL. I mean, just click check for this URL: https port sorry call portaloffice.com. If you click on this trial instance, so definitely it will navigate you to this screen and provide your email and click on the next and provide all the particular information, and then give up your username password. And once everything has been settled down, then you will see a launch option over there, and once you click on that launch, then you will be directly navigating up to this screen. Okay, and once you navigate up to this screen, then click on this and just click on Power Automate. Okay, once you click on this Power Automate, then directly it will navigate you to this screen. Okay, so from here our journey starts on the Power Automate. Okay, what, as I said, these are all the templates which Microsoft has been provided, and based on these templates, if you want to do anything, you can modify on top of these templates, or else you can use directly those templates for your business needs. Okay, This is how. And also there are a lot of connectors where Microsoft is providing around 500 plus connectors, which Microsoft has been providing in our in the system. So we can directly use the connectors to directly connect with the instance and get the data and manipulate the data or do something as per the business rules, what the business is expecting. So we can manipulate those as per our requirements, and then we can again update the records exactly what we require. So using these are the standard connectors which we have. Apart from that, if you want to connect beyond these connectors, if there are no connectors in the system, and if you want to do some beyond these connectors, if you want to do anything, then you need to you need to build some custom connectors and write some custom code for that and host it on somewhere and retrieve those data, and you can do such kind of connections over here. Okay, and this is how, this is the quick overview how we will be playing with mic flows. Okay, and I would like to continue next on what is, I mean, types of flows in our dynamics in this power automate. Okay, so there are, if you click on new flow, then you can see here automated cloud flow, instant cloud flow, schedule cloud flow, desktop flow, and business process flow. There are five flows, there are five types of flows which Microsoft is providing for us. Okay, so what is what and what is what? I will quickly share you all the details. Okay, so automated cloud flow. Automated cloud flow is nothing but whenever, let's say, you are in SharePoint, or else when you are in SAP system, or else you are in some any other systems. Okay, whenever a record gets created in SAP, okay, whenever a record gets created in SAP, like account or something has been created in SAP or else Salesforce or somewhere. Okay, so at that point of time, whenever a record gets created, I want to send an email notification whenever an account gets created in my system, so that I want to send an email notification to my particular account holder, so that at that point of time, what I will do. So we do have by default inbuilt functional thing is in SAP or somewhere, but rather than that, we do have this power automate over here, so that once a record is created in once a record is getting created in system, automatically this name implies automatically. So if you see here, automated cloud flow, whenever a record gets created in Salesforce or so, any connector I was talking about. Okay, any connector, whenever a record gets created in that particular instance, automatically do something. Okay, do something. So if you want to do such kind of things, then you will go for automated cloud flow. Okay, automatically something should happen. So whenever I create a record in the system, immediately trigger an email or immediately update my HR details, or else whenever I get into system, update my manager details to me, or else something like that. So if you want to do some automated process over there, then the name itself implies automated cloud flow. We will proceed with that. Okay, and instant cloud flow is nothing but if you want to do some operations, uh, let's say manually in the sense of, if I click on button, then do something, if I click on some option, do something. So at that point of time, the name implies instance cloud flow. Instantly, if you want to do anything, so on click of button, instantly I want to do something. So at that point of time, we will go with instant cloud flow. Okay, so I will explain you what is. I mean, when we go with some demos and everything, you can easily understand what is and what. Okay, so automated cloud flows, instant cloud flows, scheduled cloud flows. Scheduled cloud flows are nothing but, let's say, if you want to uh, do a job, let's say if you want to send an emails for all, I mean for every year, or else if you want to send an emails to birthdays or something like that, on a particular days, get all the list. I mean, so it should be done on daily basis. Or else if you want to send some reminder emails for every 10 days, so that is nothing but a scheduled, so that there will be no manual intervention. So there will be no user that needs to do all the time, go and schedule, do and do this, go and do this, something like that. So we can schedule everything on a daily basis or monthly basis or weekly basis or else yearly basis, whatever, so that these flows will be scheduled as per our business requirements, so that it will run accordingly. And I'm just giving you a small examples itself. Okay, it's not like in real time. I mean, every time these might be not a real time scenarios. The business might have a lot of different scenarios. We need to elaborate ourselves accordingly. But just I'm giving you a easy way to understand what is automated flow, what is instance flow, what is schedule flow, what is desktop flow, and business process flows. Okay, so schedule flows are nothing but, as I said, if you want to send emails on all the birthdays or anniversaries or else something like that, or else if you want to send some reminder emails that you have not updated your PAN details, or you have not updated your other number in your bank accounts or something like that. So if you want to send in notifications to end users or else send in SMSs to end users, so at that point of time we can schedule the flows on a daily basis or a monthly basis or a weekly basis or something like that. So we can do all the type of skills. I mean, we can do set up things, all that like that. And desktop flows are nothing but if something is running on your desktop or else a Windows or something like that, and if you want to do some actions based on this, let's say Excel is our local, Excel is in my desktop or local system. Okay, so based on this Excel, I need to do some uh, if I want to retrieve some information and do some information or something like that. So desktop flows will be coming up, or a Windows application will be launching in my local mission. So in my local mission, if something is happening, Windows application retrieve that particular information and send it to somewhere. So such kind of things we can do it in the desktop flows. And business process flows are nothing but it's beyond the system, like basically uh, nowhere except in Dynamics CRM, we will use this business process flows. Like it is a set of business rules basically. Let's say if I come to banking sector, okay, in banking sector, first if I want to have a loan process to if I want to initiate a loan process, so first I will submit my application to bank manager or a clerk or somewhere, and then after that they will validate the, I mean, first initially submission of application will be done. That is one set of business process for me. And after my submission has been done, the verification will be the second set of process for me. And once the verification has been done with all the appropriate documents and everything, and after that it goes to my managerial approvals. Manager, if the manager has approved, then once everything has been done, then it goes for a sanction of amount, and it credits into some the external end users. So this is a set of rules that will be defined in every sector. So for that we will define a business process flow. First, once he submits only, then do the verification for that particular application. And once the verification has been done and all the documents has been attached, then do the next step of business. So this is a set of business process flow, like first step, second step, third step, fourth step. Then complete that application. I mean, then close the application, loan application. So this is how the process goes. So then we require this business process flows. So first, what happens is an end user will come and submit the application. Then it moves to application submission stage. There are stages which we can define here in the business process flow. Based on stages, we can play with the system. So these are all the types of flows which are available in Power Automate. And uh, till now, any queries or questions?
Okay.
And but yeah, I can say you, let's say if you have a dev environment, I mean to say that you have a development environment, right?
Okay.
And if you will be having an testing environment apart from that, as well as, okay, rather than the dev environment to QA. I mean to say that QA is nothing but a testing environment, or else UAT, so that user and acceptance in environments. So we do have a different environments. So whatever you develop in your development environment, if you move it to, if you want to move those to external environments, so at that point of time you can use these solutions. Okay, so solutions is nothing but you can whatever the development that you have done over here, so that you can add those all those components into these solutions, and then you can directly move these solutions from dev environment to uh, external environments. Let's say this is one of my uh, AI, this is power apps checker base. So this is one of my solution. In this solution I do have all the components, like cloud flows, whatever is, currently it is empty, but if there are any flows or something like that, we can add all those existing flows. Okay, if we can add those, and we can move this solution to your external solutions, external instances are nothing but, again, as I said, if you want to move it to your QA, or else if you want to move it to your production environment, so that you can easily export and import this to your production environments. So publishers or something like, not required.
So, what you're saying is that solutions is kind of a release package we will be
Yes,
creating.
exactly. Yes,
So, so with all the connectors and flows, with whatever we did for that process, we'll be putting it as
yes,
a package there, and we'll move that to the SRS.
yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay then. So, all these steps will be covered in this course.
Sorry.
Like,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah, I will be covering all this information going forward. Yes.
okay. And just one more thing. How about the AI builder? So, will that also be covered in this course?
A builder, no, sorry.
Okay. But at least insight about that. So, I think we are using AI
uh,
builder also with Power Automate, right?
Let me check. Why? Because yeah, that was also recently implemented, so we don't have much knowledge on that. We need to check on that. Yeah.
No. And uh, I saw few connectors which have the AI builder also. So that's why I asked it.
Mhm. Yep, yep. There will be a lot of connectors, but definitely we won't use all the connectors in our real-time scenarios.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
It's
So
based on the process, based on the business we use it. So I'm just
yes,
asking
exactly.
because like our all the future process, future business things, everything will be under AI only, right? So everything
Yeah,
computer
of course.
application,
Yeah,
everything
of
goes to
course.
the AI only. So just wanted to know
Yeah.
about the insight on that.
Yeah, currently, but yeah, sorry for that. We don't have full base knowledge on that AI things, but yeah, if time permits, definitely I will help you on that. If something.
Okay. Mm, okay.